So now today's topic is Earth's magnetism. So you know that if you have to draw Earth, it will be like a little, not a perfect sphere. It's not a perfect sphere. It's like oval. Okay, and it has axis North Pole and South Pole. So if you all can imagine a globe, there is a geographic, North Pole, NG, geographic North Pole, and geographic South Pole. This and the line which joins the geographic North and South Pole is the geographic pole of the Earth. Now there is a magnetism. Earth also shows magnetism, and if it shows magnetism, that means there will be a North Pole and a South Pole. And if there are magnetic North and South Pole, then there will be an axis also passing through it. So there is a slight. This is geographic North and South Pole. Magnetic North and South Pole is slightly tilted. It's not along the same axis. It is slightly tilted. Okay, this is magnetic North Pole, North magnetic pole, and this is South magnetic pole. And if you see magnetic field lines, if you have to draw magnetic, and there is an angle between these two. The angle between these two is approximately 11.3. It is it keeps on changing. It's not fixed, but approximately our average value is 11.3. Okay, and this side, if you see, if I have to draw magnetic field lines whenever we have a North Pole and a South Pole, then it's like a bar magnet, right? So the magnetic field line will come out of the North Pole and enter the South Pole. So if I have to draw, so it will be this way. Now what I'm drawing is a magnetic field line. And they don't intersect each other. Okay, now if there is a magnetic field line, and if with the help of a compass needle we can find out the direction of the magnetic field line. And if you see the North Pole, compass needle, you will have seen there is a pointer always point towards North Pole. So if when you do experiment, the pointer will always point towards this side, okay, towards this point, not this away from here, but towards this. So that is why we call this as North magnetic pole. Yeah, North magnetic pole. Yeah, and this one as South magnetic pole. But actually you know that this compass needle itself is a magnet, and this side is a north seeking side. Okay, this is N. Okay, north seeking side. So it will point towards north direction only. Okay, it will point towards north direction. So using the compass needle we can also find out whether the magnetic field line's direction is outside this or going inside it. So from that it was found that these field lines are going inside here, and here near this South magnetic pole it is coming out of the pole. So if it is coming out of the pole, we know that in reality it is the North Pole from where magnetic field line comes. So the South magnetic pole actually behaves like a North Pole, and the North magnetic pole is actually behaving like a South Pole. But why do we call this as a North Pole? Because this pointer will always point towards this side. So this is north seeking side. So that is why we call North magnetic pole, and it is near the north, geographic north, near, not exactly along it, but near it, slightly tilted. Same way South magnetic pole is near geographic south, but actually in reality the magnetic field lines are such that it shows that there is actually a North Pole here and a South Pole here. Okay, now what exactly is the reason for the magnetic field of the Earth? There are so many reasons given by different scientists, but none of them is clear. None of them is clear, that which we don't know which reason is exact reason for it. And see, if you have it's one of the reasons given by some of the scientists is there is a molten this inner core is in the molten state, and as the Earth is moving on its own axis, the ions which are present in the molten state are also moving. So it is like a curl of a current when charge is moving in a circular direction, so circular way. So there is a loop of current, and if there is a loop of current, so that one side will be North Pole, another side will be South Pole. So that is one of the reasons, and that effect is known as dynamo effect. But this magnetic field of the Earth is very, very small. It's very weak magnetic field, and it is of the order of 10 raised to power minus 5 Tesla. Okay, it is of the order of 10 raised to power minus 5 Tesla, which is 0.1 Gauss, around 0.1 Gauss. And this magnetic field of the Earth, if you see this pattern, this resembles that of a magnetic dipole. From one side it is going out, from one side it is coming inside, like a bar magnet. So bar magnet is situated here inside at the center. Okay, children. Now to actually, so you have seen globe, so a little picture. So I'm using this potato. Instead, I don't have globe, so I'm using this potato and it's easier. And this stick, can you see the stick? Yeah, this stick, that's dark color stick, and this is a there is a light color stick. So here, this light color stick I will use as a North Pole and a South Pole. Okay, geographic North Pole. So here is a geographic North Pole, here is a geographic South Pole. And so this is the axis. The line passing through these two poles is the axis, geographic axis. And then we have this magnetic. So this is little tilted. So I'll use another stick which is of dark color. So this dark color, okay, this dark color is magnetic south and North Pole. Now see, there is a little angle. Okay, angle between them is average 11.3. Okay, 11.3 degrees. Now you see this light color one. Color is not very visible, but this one is the tilted one. Okay, this tilted stick. This one is a light color one. So here, this is geographic North and South Pole. Now there are few terms related to it, like geographic meridian and magnetic meridian. The geographic meridian we will first discuss. So this is a geographic North Pole axis. This is geographic South Pole, and any point on this potato, or this potato is Earth actually. So if I suppose I have to if I mark a point here, can you see this point? Okay, you can't see that point. I'll mark a point over here. Okay, now you can it's slightly visible to you. Okay, this point. Yeah, somewhere here I marked. There it is here. Yeah, this point. So if suppose you're here, so this point and this axis, there can be only one. With this point, see, I'll tilt. With this point and this line, this axis, there can be only one plane which will pass. So वो प्लेन कैसा होगा? ऐसे कट करेगा इस पॉइंट से इस लाइन को. Suppose, see, here you have a line and here is a point. So then this point and this line, there can be only one plane passing through it. So the plane which passes through that point where I marked this point and this line, there will be only one plane, and that plane will be the magnetic meridian. Okay, so the magnetic meridian is a plane passing through this place and through the axis, passing through the geographic North and South Pole. Okay, same way there is a magnet. This was geographic meridian, because geographic North Pole here, geographic South Pole. So the plane which passes through this point and the geographic axis of the Earth is the geographic meridian. Now come to magnetic meridian. This is magnetic meridian. So here is your North magnetic pole, here is the South magnetic pole. So actually here is South and here is North. And this point here again which I marked. So for this person, if you are here, for you what will be the magnetic meridian? It will be this point, plane passing through this point and this axis. So there will be only one plane which will pass from this point and this point. So it will be like this. Okay, it will be like this. And for this one, it will be like this. So there is an angle between them. Okay, there is angle between these two. You'll have to actually see globe and imagine. This was just an example using a potato. So if suppose now plane you have to draw, so your planes are not aligned, they are not same plane, they are different plane. So just if I have to draw the diagram for different planes, this can be my magnetic meridian. Okay, magnetic meridian. So and this one will be my geographic. So angle between them is theta. Okay, angle between magnetic meridian and geographic meridian is theta. And so this angle theta is known as magnetic declination. Okay, theta is magnetic declination. So how will you define magnetic declination? Magnetic declination is the angle between geographic meridian and magnetic meridian. Then there is your magnetic meridian, Earth's magnetic field will always lie in magnetic meridian. Okay, so this is, suppose at any point this is your real Earth's magnetic field. See, if you are here, there will be one line. This point, this, if you are here, okay, on Earth, so this point and this line, there will be one plane. If you are here, somewhere here on above, on the surface, it's a 3-dimensional surface. मान लो कि ये मान लो 3-dimensional surface है, ठीक है. If you are here at this nose, so this point and this line, this is my geographic axis, sorry, magnetic axis. So ये nose और इसके through there will be one plane passing. If you are here at the eye, so your plane will be passing like this. Here your plane is passing like this. Okay. So you see, if so, your magnetic field will always be in magnetic meridian. Earth's magnetic field will always lie in magnetic meridian, but at some angle. It won't be horizontal. It may not be. It may be. It may not be. At some angle it will be. So this angle, which this Earth's magnetic field makes with the horizontal line in magnetic meridian, this is a part of magnetic meridian, and this is a horizontal line. So the angle which Earth's magnetic field makes with the horizontal line in magnetic meridian is called angle of inclination or dip angle. Okay, delta is angle of inclination, या फिर you can write magnetic inclination. Magnetic inclination, which is also called magnetic dip. Okay, so it is, what is, how will you define it? Is the angle between the Earth's magnetic field and horizontal line in magnetic meridian. Okay, and what will be the value of delta? It has, you know, two special, different values of delta will be there, but there are two special conditions, that delta equal to 90 degree and delta equal to 0 degree. Okay, and the instrument which is used to find this angle of inclination is called dip circle. Okay, so dip circle is a instrument which is used to find the angle, dip angle, and 90 degree and 0 degree are the special conditions. We get delta equal to 90 degree at pole, and this equal to 0 degree at equator. You know, see, at equator, or this will be equator, your magnetic equator will be a line which is like this, okay, which divides your pole, upper half, lower half, for the magnetic axis. This is the magnetic equator. Okay, so at any, suppose you are at equator, so, and this is the magnetic field line, so your plane which passes through it will be like this. On that plane, this will be horizontal. Okay, on that plane, because you are lying here, the tangent to the surface of Earth is the horizontal. So here this is the line horizontal. Okay, this is the horizontal, and your magnetic field, Earth's magnetic field, is also in this side. So the angle between them is 0 degree. Earth's magnetic field and the horizontal line make angle 0 degrees. So 0 degrees at equator. And if you see at pole, what happens? At pole, if you are standing at pole, the tangent to the surface is the horizontal. This is the horizontal line, and these are the direction of the magnetic field. So you see, this is 90 degree. So at pole it is 90 degree. So both south pole and north pole it is 90 degree, and on equator, magnetic equator, it is not geographic, it is 0 degree. Okay, then the horizontal component. Horizontal component of Earth is the horizontal component along the meridian, magnetic meridian. This is BH, or you can just write H. Okay, horizontal component. Horizontal component of Earth's magnetic field, H. So this component is H. So you see, if I consider this triangle, it's a right triangle, so perpendicular, base, and hypotenuse. So what I'll get is, my H will be equal to B cos delta. If I have to take vertical component, then B sin delta, and then tan alpha will be tan delta will be V by H. Okay, so this is my third component, horizontal component, theta and delta. These are the three basic components of Earth's magnetic field.